Escalating tensions between Kosovo and Serbia could delay Kosovo's future integration into the EU, according to U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken. This after ethnic Serbians living in Northern Kosovo rioted in response to Kosovo's decision to install ethnic Albanian mayors in the primarily Serbian-populated region. The Kosovo government sent the armed police that used tear gas and stun grenades to disperse crowds. Serbia sent troops to the border with Kosovo. Member of the European Parliament Viola von Kramon-Taubadel criticized Kosovo's response to the clashes.
To put the heavy armed police forces on the ground is clearly a decision of Pristina, it's clearly a decision of the government, and I think that in the end was a huge mistake. So is that endangering the entire process? I would say it will, of course, not help. And it damaged and ruined a lot of trust.
Taubadel is referring to the work of the Joint Monitoring Committee to oversee the implementation of a deal brokered in April between Serbia and Kosovo. Under the agreement, the Kosovo government will allow the ethnic Serbian population of Northern Kosovo to manage themselves, and the Serbian government promised not to interfere in Kosovo's attempts to join international organizations. The deal is meant to expedite the integration of the Western Balkans into the EU, but renewed tensions have put the agreement at risk.
The compromise which we had end up now is obviously not sufficient, does not serve the interest of the people on the ground.
While European officials try to mitigate the conflict, Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said that rising tensions in Kosovo may lead to a huge explosion in the heart of Europe. Alexander Levchenko, former Ukrainian ambassador to Croatia, says the developments in Northern Kosovo benefit Moscow.
Their goal is to have a conflict somewhere else, preferably in Europe, and divert the attention of Europeans and Americans from Ukraine. That would also allow Moscow to gain political points, presenting itself as a peacekeeper.
Ervan Foere with the Center for European Policy Studies agrees.
And there's no doubt that in these recent developments of unrest, that you have malign forces, Russian groups, who are fomenting and trying to exacerbate the tensions.
Experts believe a speedy accession of Western Balkans into the EU could help solve the problem.
This is the only way to guarantee some long-term stability within the European Union and in its nearest neighborhood.
To help ease tensions, NATO officials are moving an additional 700 troops to the region, and U.S. officials have disallowed Kosovo from participating in ongoing military exercises in the region. For Valentina Vasileva in Brussels, Belgium, NRI's VOA News.